Okay, here we go. I think this is the improved Stream 3. One improvement is I've moved the laptop about 3 feet away to the left, so at least that's slightly better, and maybe you could hear this in the background, maybe not. The other upgrades I did was to play around with OBS so that it can capture, it could video capture, it has access to the display, the Mac display, and I'm going to document how that works because I took notes. Yes, I took notes, and the first thing is I made a Brave profile just because I wanted why did I do that? Oh, because I wanted to hide my search results for my regular usage, and I wanted it to be isolated to this channel, or just so it's also clean when I'm doing a search. There's not all this other stuff that's a distraction. Number 2, I had to log into YouTube. So there's several steps to logging into YouTube. I had to find my keychain where my YuBi key is, and that's this USB little mini small USB device authenticator thing. You press your thumbnail or you press your thumb on it after you insert the USB dongle in, and that is your second factor for two. It's part of the two-factor authentication. So I had to do that, and then I'm logged in, and then this took me some time just because I wasn't familiar with the UI. Although I do remember I've seen it before, it didn't register to me that you had to go into privacy and then go to the top to UI thing. But someone should really document this. Well, it already is. It's on the internet, and I just figured I'd be redundant and do it again. You know, this is really for me. These are my internal notes, so I could look back to what I've been doing. A year from now, I'm gonna go back and see how far I've come. There's no step 7. There are 2 Windows capture elements, so I could do searches now. And now, to continue from the previous video on the question of how many grams of sugar there are, grams of sugar there are in a can of Coke. Now I could do that in a Brave browser, and I'm going to go bam. Oh, not that one. Oh man, I should get better at this. Well, set that aside and put this here. Here's the Brave browser. Check it out. Cans of grams. A can of Coke. Right? So, I actually, the reason why I was talking about this is I was talking about this card. I was talking about this card. Cola Warren or Battling Bev. Cola Warren has I'm not sure if in a bottle it's 16 ounces, but let's just go with the can. That's what I grew up drinking. And so it's a whopping 39 grams of sugar, and there's 4 grams of sugar in a sugar cube, so 10 cubes. So I always thought that maybe for a cup of coffee you'd have 1 or 2 cubes. As a rule of thumb, I'm not sure where I heard that. But yeah, to put 10 cubes of sugar into your coffee, that's quite a lot. So there you go. That's a thing. Lesson learned from GPKs. There's a lot of life lessons.